and welcome to the I Feel Like Roasting channel. I am your host, Kevin McCarthy, and I thank you for coming back and watching again after I watched back yesterday's episode, or I put it into 3 parts. I had a few weeks off, I was a little rusty. I feel like even I was a little bored. I almost fell asleep watching myself. So I don't blame you if you didn't watch those episodes. I personally use those episodes to put me to sleep. So no big deal if you didn't watch the last 3 parts. I gotta put them out anyway. My OCD, I'll have to put them out. But yeah, it definitely is a good way to, if you're having trouble sleeping, little insomnia, just watch my last 3 episodes, and I think you'll sleep just fine. So, whatever. We all get rusty after a few weeks off, but I feel a lot better now. Even one more day, I'm just a lot more. Every day, I get a lot more energy, a lot more positive. I was sick too, not with the virus, but I sympathize with coronavirus because I caught the pneumonia and had the asthmatic bronchitis. I had an infection along with bronchitis, and it sucked. I'm not even Tekashi 6ix9ine trying to get out of jail. I actually really had that shit, and it sucked. So for weeks I hadn't been able to smoke weed. I can't do anything involving lung use besides breathe, and I was struggling breathing. I could barely breathe, but so besides breathing, my lungs could not be used for anything else. So it was a tough few weeks there. That's why I couldn't be funny. I couldn't be anything. I wanted to film so bad every day, because I always told people, if I'm not filming, then something's wrong with me. I clearly relapsed. I'm back on the H. Things are bad. If I'm not filming, we're in trouble here. Kevin McCarthy is no more. It's Kevin Dopehead Junkie McCarthy. It's back to that again if I'm not filming these episodes. So I think no one called. No one was really worried about me, but I could feel it in their heads. I could feel that people were possibly worried about me from far away. I sensed it. They were just nervous to call. No big deal, guys. I felt it. You didn't have to call. I could tell you wanted to, and that's all that matters to me. That's all I care about. I can tell that you wanted to, and that's all that matters to me. I know there's no way, you weren't worried. I have tons of friends, guys. Don't worry. Anyways, let's get into some news today. I'm gonna do. Today would be Monday, even though we're a little behind here. By the time I put this out, it should be like Wednesday with the rate it's going. But let's go with Monday would be some political news. So let's roast some political news. Number 1 on the agenda, I would say personally, is that Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, has donated $1 billion to Corona relief. That is 28% of his worth, which I was like, which is a chunk. That's a big chunk. If I donate 28% of my worth, I mean, I'm donating at least $28 or something. Yeah, I think if I donate 28% of my... Listen, I'm not good at math, okay? Whatever. If I donate 28% of my worth, it's a lot. That's a good chunk. That's a healthy chunk of his worth. But he's got it, If you're above billions, if you're in the multiple billions, it's like, really, what can you buy? Like, what? You're good. You're good in life. I think if you have, say if you have $50 billion, can you even spend that? I mean, you'd overdose. You can't do enough drugs to ruin that. You'd die before you'd overdose. I mean, houses, cars. I mean, it's tough when you get that rich. So Jack Dorsey, I guess, but he was only worth about $3 billion. It says $2.9 billion, but it must be like $3.5 billion if it's 28. You know, because he donated $1 billion. If he's worth $3 billion, that'd be 33% of his worth. So he must be around $3.5 billion, his net worth. And he donated $1 billion to Corona relief, which is incredible. That's great. That's the most, you know, selfless thing. Like Oprah donated $10 million. I don't know what Oprah's worth. I think she's over $1 billion now. I'm pretty sure she's knocking on $1 billion's door. If she's not worth $1 billion, she's definitely she's kicking the door down of $1 billion. And she donates $10 million. Like, I mean, come on. And Jeff Bezos, the richest guy in the world, this is what pisses me off. Jeff Bezos is worth $122 billion. I just checked this, $122.8 billion. You know, and that might not even be right. That's what he's reported. I bet he's worth more than that. $122.8 billion. Basically, at that point, I mean, you're worth, you can have whatever you want. Like a black card, I mean, I'm pretty sure your credit is 100%. Your credit is just A+. There's not even a number there. You're just at 1,000. Whatever. My credit score is what, like 300? Whatever his credit just kidding. But whatever, his credit score is perfect. I mean, because who wouldn't loan Jeff Bezos money? Like, I'll loan Jeff Bezos money. Who wouldn't loan Jeff Bezos money? So he's set for life. He's good. So there's nothing he can't do. And he only loans $100 million. But I say only because, I mean, what do we, he probably thought that was enough. And I don't know if this is like a billionaire thing, one-upping each other, that Jack Dorsey was like, yeah, I'm worth $3 billion. I'm going to donate $1 billion. Yeah, what now? You guys don't even care about people. You're only donating $100 million. You don't even care about the world. You have no heart, no compassion, only donating $100 million. What's wrong with you? You're sick. You're an evil, terrible human being. Only $100 million. But I mean, he probably thought at the time, that's all I'm saying is now I'm thinking about this, $100 million should be enough to get some sort of cure. What are we doing with that $100 million? This is what I've always thought with cancer things. That like, where is that, what are we doing with that money? What, that $100 million? Like, maybe we're getting ventilated. We should be able to get ventilators for everyone in the world. $100 million is so much money. I feel like everyone should have a little more security, ventilators for cities, but we need to get, people are recovering, we need to get that in a database. How are they recovering? Are they taking fucking NyQuil and a combination of fucking Tylenol PM, whatever the hell they're taking? I think that needs to be combined together in a system, so if like 10 people are taking the same thing and they're recovering, hey, maybe we should start giving what those 10 people recovered from. So it's like, what are they doing with that 100? I just feel like $100 million should put us really close here. But now with Jack Dorsey donating $1 billion, like, we better, like, if there's no cure after $1 billion, I'm gonna start to like think this is some sort of AIDS thing, because they have the cure for AIDS. Okay, I know. Now, like, 2 people have actually recovered from AIDS, finally. But they've had the cure for AIDS for a long time. I'm sorry, if you're rich enough, you can buy the cure for AIDS. Magic Johnson is like 56, and he's in better shape than me, and I'm 32. So, Magic Johnson is way healthier than I am, and he apparently has HIV. So, there is a cure for HIV and AIDS. It's just, I believe they want to make you pay for it. Just like that goddamn guy, Martin Shkreli, or whoever the hell has the Wu-Tang album for $2 million that's in jail. Everyone gets greedy and they want to make you pay. If you're in disease and it's a life-threatening disease, they know you're going to pay any price for the medication. So the government wants to make you pay. You got a disease, you're gonna pay to survive, and they know they can make tons and tons of money off that. So why the money isn't in the cure? The money is in the medication. So they're gonna make sure they just medicate you and keep you alive so nothing freaks out. They're just gonna make sure they know they got enough medication to keep you alive and keep you paying and paying and paying, and they're just gonna rake in money off you. I mean, that's it. If they just send out the cure right away, everyone buys the cure for a few thousand or whatever. Yeah, they make a boosted money, but then it's over. Everyone's cured and they don't make any more money. So I'm gonna start to get a little suspicious if now Jack Dorsey donates $1 billion and we got Bezos donates $100 million. Like, that's a lot of fucking money. What are you doing with it? Like, we gotta come up with a cure of some kind there. Like, there should be something pretty soon that at least fucking combats the thing, at least boxes it, at least puts up a defense. Something. With $1 billion plus $100 million plus Oprah's fucking $10 million plus everyone else who puts shit in. I'm sure Cardi B put some shit in with that remix song. We gotta have something, at least a fighting chance. If there's nothing after the $1 billion, what is someone doing with that money? Like, I mean, I get we need ventilators, we need, you know, a lot of hospital, supplies, medical supplies. We need all that. Middle America is not, they're getting hit with it and they're not ready. Wisconsin's getting hit with it. And, you know, they got to drive, they're in the middle of a cornfield, they got to drive an hour to a hospital, so that's scary. I know there's a lot that needs to be done for hospitals and things, but it's $1 billion plus $100 million. Like, come on, I mean, that's a lot of money here. What are we doing with it? I mean, I just feel like at least with that, everyone should have a mask, even though the masks supposedly do nothing. It's like, I heard you can't take Advil. It's like, right now, with this $1 billion donation, Jack Dorsey, I feel like Mark Zuckerberg, what's he been doing? Is he donating anything? If this is a billionaire one-upping each other, like rich guys like, oh yeah, you're gonna donate $1 million? Well, I'm gonna donate $5 million. If they're trying to one-up each other, because Bezos did $100 million, Dorsey does $1 billion, Zuckerberg now should at least do like $2 billion. He's worth $53 billion or something. You know, you donate $2 billion, you still got $51 billion left. I'm pretty sure you can live a happy, pretty comfortable life with $51 billion. I'm pretty sure you could spare a couple bill. So, I mean, it's just, if we could get these, like, what are these, if you have $53 billion, what do you really need, you know, $53 billion for? You can donate $3 billion to Corona relief right now, $3 billion, and still have $50 billion. I looked up Zuckerberg's net worth, it was $53 billion. So he donates $3 billion, say, to Corona relief. You still have $50 billion. You're not hurting. You're still good. You're gonna be good. Your family, your generations, probably 2 or 3 generations, you're gonna be good. Why not? That's what it's like. What are you doing? Why not just donate it? Literally, it wouldn't change your morning. You'd wake up and donate. If $3 billion was out of your account, it wouldn't ruin your breakfast. That's how rich these people are. If you wake up and you're a 53 billionaire and you're missing $3 billion, you literally wouldn't even bat an eye. It wouldn't, you know, your breakfast sandwich would taste the same, everything, nothing would change in your life. Not a thing. Not a problem, really, at all. That's like, you know, me losing. It's a little nuisance. You're like, shit, that kind of sucks. You're a little upset about it. It's like one of us losing our wallet at the bar when we're too drunk, or maybe even our cell phone at worst. You know, it's us having a rough night at the bar and losing some important shit. But we can get it replaced so we know we're not that hurt, you know. Yeah, I lost my wallet, my cell phone. sucks, but I know I can get it replaced. My life isn't over. Everything will be all right. That's how it is if Zuckerberg gave $3 billion. So I just feel like these rich dudes, what can you possibly buy? You can buy a $500 million yacht, you know, and you still, that's not even a dent, as Delia and Ken, not even a dent. You know, you buy, how many yachts do you need, man? I mean, throw us some money here. We're dying out here, is all I'm saying. So hopefully with this $1 billion Jack Dorsey, I salute him, because somehow the Twitter CEO is only worth $3 to $3.5 billion or whatever. He donates 28% of his net worth. That's pretty incredible. So I salute Jack Dorsey. Of all of these billionaires, you know, Bezos, yeah, he did $100 million, and that seemed good at the time. But when you look up that he's worth $122 billion, you know, you're kind of like, all right, so that's kind of not that much, actually. So, you know, yeah, he's doing something, but you almost should be obligated. It almost should be a law. If you have more than $50 billion and we're in a pandemic and the world is ending, what are you saving your money? If we're all about to die and the world's about to end, what are you saving your money for? The people you think are going to build your spaceship or whatever to escape the planet all have coronavirus. So, you know, you might want to just give up some of your money there. I think you got it to give. So all I'm saying is good shout out to Jack Dorsey for doing that, though, because I mean 28% of your net worth is a lot. No matter how you cut it, yeah, he's a $3 billionaire, but you know, cutting out a third, I don't see a third of Bezos' worth or whatever. 28% of his worth would be, let's see, I'm not huge on math, but I actually am. It'd be around 40 billion, say, give or take. 28% of Jeff Bezos' net worth would be 40 billion. So if Bezos wants to step it up to 28%, 40 billion. I think, I don't know where the money goes when you donate there, but I feel like if we had 40 billion, someone's got to come up with a cure. Something's got to happen. It's just, I don't know. Even when they come up with a cure, it's going to be months to get it approved. How long is that? They say 6 months to a year. You know, people say the football season's going to start on time.